Iga Swiatek's sudden retirement in Madrid raised immediate concern across the tennis world. The match against Ann Lee appeared to be shifting momentum before the unexpected withdrawal. Fans watching the clay season closely immediately began asking whether this was a warning sign ahead of Roland Garros or a calculated decision to protect long-term performance. The situation combines physiology, biomechanics, scheduling pressure, and sports psychology, making it one of the most important storylines heading into Paris. Why did Iga Swiatek stop the match despite still competing? The retirement during the match against Ann Lee at the Madrid Open likely reflects preventative decision-making. Clay court tennis places heavy physical demands on sliding, rotation, and repeated acceleration. When fatigue accumulates, continuing to push risks converting a manageable issue into a major injury. Elite athletes often withdraw before damage occurs, especially when a Grand Slam is approaching. What is cumulative fatigue and why is it important during clay season? Cumulative fatigue occurs when small physical stresses build across training sessions and matches. On clay, rallies are longer and movement requires constant braking and reacceleration. Muscles do not fully recover between matches, and fatigue begins to affect coordination. This is when injury risk increases dramatically. Players at the top level monitor this closely and act early. How does the kinetic chain influence injury risk in tennis? Every tennis stroke starts from the ground and travels through the legs, hips, core, shoulder, and arm. This sequence is called the kinetic chain. If fatigue affects one link, another area compensates. That compensation increases strain on joints and muscles. On clay courts, sliding and rotational forces intensify this stress, particularly in the quadriceps, hips, and lower back. Withdrawal in this situation can prevent a chain reaction injury. Why is the Madrid Open physically unique compared to other clay tournaments? The altitude in Madrid changes the dynamics of the game. The ball travels faster and players must react quicker. This creates more explosive movement and higher muscle load. Combined with clay sliding, this increases neuromuscular fatigue. Players often report Madrid as one of the most physically confusing stops because it mixes clay movement with faster conditions. How does psychological pressure affect physical performance? As world number 1, Iga Swiatek carries expectation to dominate clay tournaments. Mental pressure increases stress hormones, which slow recovery and tighten muscles. This can reduce coordination and increase injury risk. Sports psychologists describe this as psychophysiological fatigue, where mental strain manifests physically. Protecting mental energy is just as important as protecting muscles. Why withdrawing can be a strategic decision rather than a crisis. Top players often prioritize Grand Slams over smaller events. Preserving health for Roland Garros is more valuable than finishing a single match in Madrid. Preventative withdrawals allow recovery, recalibration, and return to peak performance. This is a long-term performance strategy rather than a sign of weakness. Have top champions withdrawn before winning majors? Yes. Players like Rafael Nadal, Novak Djokovic, and Serena Williams have withdrawn from clay events before winning Grand Slams. Managing workload before the French Open is a common pattern among champions. The goal is to peak physically at the right time. Does this situation change expectations for Roland Garros? Not necessarily. Swiatek's success at the French Open has been built on endurance, heavy topspin, and defensive movement. These qualities depend on freshness. Taking time to recover may actually restore those strengths and improve performance in Paris. What signs will indicate she is ready again? Smooth movement, confident sliding, consistent serve speed, and strong rally tolerance will indicate recovery. These are key markers of physical readiness on clay courts. If these return, she remains one of the strongest contenders. What does this mean for her long-term career? Prioritizing health extends career longevity. Avoiding one serious injury can protect multiple seasons. Strategic withdrawals are increasingly common in modern tennis as players focus on sustainability rather than constant competition. Finally, Iga Swiatek's withdrawal in Madrid appears to be a calculated decision shaped by biomechanics, cumulative fatigue, and psychological pressure. Protecting her body now may increase her chances of success in Paris and beyond. The real test will come when she steps onto the clay courts again with fresh legs and renewed confidence. Do you think Iga Swiatek made the right decision to prioritize Roland Garros over Madrid? Let me know in the comments and share your opinion with other tennis fans. If you enjoyed this analysis, remember to share the video, like the video and subscribe to the channel for more deep tennis insights and breaking sports stories.